This journey of 33 years has been not without its ups and downs. We all had our uh, other priorities, but to say that we all stick together for one common cause, and that was environment conservation. We all were always attached to that cause. The seed which was sown on in year 1988, that seed has now become a big tree. VNC is now recognized world over by many people. We have crossed the boundaries, and we are now even having a sister concern in USA, that is VNC USA. Priorly known in India as Vidyanagar Nature Club, now globally known as Voluntary Nature Conservancy. All these years, there are many people who has helped us right from the scratch. In all the way possible. If I say by uh, not only monetary, but also with their heart, their self, by material, everything, they have helped VNC to grow at this level. All the volunteers who are heart of this organization, they have given tremendous to us, to Mother Nature, and that was one of the reason why we choose to change our name from Vidyanagar Nature Club to Voluntary Nature Conservancy, because all of us who are right now uh, or in past has worked for VNC has not worked for money or not worked for anything else. They have worked voluntarily with their heart. So that is the reason we are still, even if we are not in the same town or same place, we are all connected because we are all having our heart attached to the cause of nature conservation. Last year during pandemic, I realized that whatever we were saying, that why we need environment, was true. We could have done better. If our environment was better, our immune system would have been better. If our immune system would have been better, we could have saved many, many lives. But unfortunately, it is late. We were not able to save them. But yes, still we can do to save whatever we have. I have been always conservative about the notion that we can cut the trees, but we should plant in place of it. My notion has been always like that. We should always save whatever we have before planning for future. Yes, we should plant, but not at the cost of one full grown tree. Because that full grown tree, which was 50 years old or perhaps 100-year old, cannot be replaced by 1-year sapling. That is the reason I always believe in conservation first. My priority will be conserving first and then enhancing our future. I'm so glad that today, on the day of VNC Foundation, 33rd Foundation Day, so many saplings were given out to many people. Here, right now, I'm sitting in a community park, or you can say just outside my house or apartment. You can see how green it is in the background. We all require this type of greenery to live, to have our lives cheerful, full of vibrancy. Yes, we can have our music, but the music which we hear from the birds is something a level above everything. शायद ही कोई ऐसा होगा जो पक्षियों की चहचहाहट सुनकर खुश ना हो. पक्षियों का गान, उनकी आवाज अच्छी लगती है सबको, पर उसके लिए एक पिंजरे की जरूरत नहीं है. उसके लिए घर के आसपास एक पेड़ लगाने की जरूरत है. वैसे पेड़ जो सबके काम में आए. We should plant the trees which are beneficial to birds, animals, not only humans. When we plant certain trees, we just think about ourselves. We just plant because it gives shade. Yes, we should plant them. But at the same time, if we can find a combination where we can have a uh, tree which also gives out fruits or flowers, it can provide some food for birds, small mammals, and even bees. Right now, the population of bees are going down everywhere in the world. Here in USA, if you talk about bees, people are so excited because, yeah, yesterday I was talking to one of our volunteer, and she told us that there was a beehive at her home, and she didn't want that beehive to harm anybody, and at the same time, she wanted that beehive to survive. So she asked her neighbor, who is a uh, running a alligator sanctuary here in Florida, Alabama. Sorry, not in Florida, Alabama. So that person came with his beehive collection system and carefully shifted that beehive to his sanctuary. Now, that type of work needs to be done everywhere. We have to think about each and every small aspect of our life, or our life is dependent upon the environment. So that is why I say our life. If the smallest part is taken care of, our life will be more peaceful, more beautiful. In the journey of 33 years, I don't say that we knew everything right from the day one. We have also learned so many things. We had passion in our heart. With the passion, we started. But now we are also gaining knowledge along with the passion. So we are applying our knowledge to our passion. Many of our volunteers who went out for further studies are now giving support to VNC by their knowledge. Just example, I'll give for Anirudh. Anirudh went out for further studies and he decided to come back after many years of experience to join VNC. And he is now steering VNC to new levels. I appeal many of you to join our Crockwatch app, which is the brainchild of Anirudh. You can say that because it was all thought about in his mind, and then our tech team compiled of Jeet, Karan, uh, other few people. They all made it possible to have an app. Not only a app, it is going to be ever evolving app, which is always ready to uh, include more and more features in it. So that is what it is going to happen. And I can proudly say that second generation of ours, like the founders, like me, Kalpesh, our children are joining now PNC. Not only joining, they are taking up responsibility. Similarly, there are so many other people like Mukesh Dave, his daughter, both of daughters, they are also supporting VNC as a volunteers. Our another long-time friend, Mehul Patel, photographer, popularly known as photographer. Mehul Bhai's son, Pradyuman, is also now part of our team. There are so many future budding environmentalists which are ready to take their position as we all grow old. Even um, our volunteers which were associated with us for a long time, even when they go for other uh, priority for life, they are still connected with VNC, like Mehul. I can proudly say that Nikhil, who was also a volunteer, he was working for NCC and now he has come back to VNC along with the force of NCC to join hands with VNC. So we are growing in multiplication. Same way, I know Mehul, Neeraj, and others who are not in the town right now, they will come with the force, new force, bringing in new colleagues with them. Pavmik, who has been with us for many years, although he is having a job uh, which is not allowing him to come, but I see that he has been always present whenever there is a need without being asked. Kamlesh, whom we call Muni, right? There are so many people. Please forgive me if I forget any name. Today morning, I saw pictures of all of you uh, distributing plants. There were so many volunteers from the present and past who were there. I'm so glad that we are now working as a family, not as a single identity, not as individuals. We are all a single soul with different hands, different legs. and we are all working towards one goal of conservation of environment, educating more and more people, creating more and more awareness. That is what we require. Today, I'd like to thank all our donors who have supported us since our inception. I'll name a few, but the list is very, very long. There are some remarkable people who have supported us since long. One of them is Umesh and Neelam Balani. Thank you, Umesh and Neelam, for supporting VNC from day one. I know I was a child when I used to come to SPOOBs, and Umesh Balani always supported me right from that day. Hemin Bhai, of course, he's more of a friend. He's always there when we need him. There are many, many others. Avni, with his family trust, she's always there to support us. Mehul Bhai, he never forgets to contribute each year. As I said, list is long. We don't have external grants, but we have internal hearts which is supporting us. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope that the mission which has been started before 33 years will go long. Not only more 33 years, I hope for more 100 years from today. The generation, maybe next generation of Muni's daughter, or maybe uh, Karan's son, future sons or daughter, they will also come down and start contributing to the VNC. So let us all today applaud for all the volunteers, all the donors, all the supporters, everyone who has helped VNC to grow at this level. Thank you very much. I clap for all of you. My sincere thanks to everyone. Thank you.